What's up, Paul from paulavicoli.com, and I want to thank you for watching this video. But in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the key to selling is storytelling. Now, I know we've all heard it said before that facts tell, stories sell, but I think there's a little bit more power behind the story. And I'm going to explain that to you here in a second. Jim Rohn, I remember hearing him all the time say, I like a good movie to take me high, take me low. Just don't leave me as I was when I walked in. And there's a reason a lot of us like movies, and there's a reason a lot of us get addicted to watching movies, and we're on that Netflix grind. But movies, they're stories, and people get entertained by stories. When you watch a good movie, it has the ability to change your emotional state. And a good example of this is my girlfriend. Every time we watch a sad movie, I mean, honestly, it could be like the funniest little thing, and for me anyways, and it seems sad, and I'll look over and she actually has a tear in her eye or really wants to cry because someone just died, the dog just died in the movie. Another good example would be The Passion of the Christ. I remember when that movie first came out, people were telling me you can't go watch that movie without crying because it was a powerful story, a story of trial and triumph. But when he died, everyone, I looked around the theater and I remember everyone cried and everyone was crying. And I was trying to be the tough guy when I was younger, right? I was like, oh, I'm not gonna cry. So I didn't cry, but I felt like crying. It built up a lot of emotional, anguish in my heart, and I was just watching a movie. Everyone walked out and said that was an amazing movie. But why is it that people can walk into a movie theater? Why is it that they can walk into a theater where they know everything on that screen, whether it was a true story or not, didn't actually happen in that moment in time, where the actors go on living their lives. They were literally watching this projector, shining this light on this wall, and people are okay with that. Why is that? Because stories have the power to bypass any objection or any skepticism. When people go to hear a good story, they don't think in terms of, oh God, I don't want to be sold here, even if the story is selling something. They think in terms of, I want to listen to a good story, and I want a good story to move me. I really do believe there's something special about stories. I think there's a reason that Christ himself would speak in terms of stories. When he would go talk to the multitudes, that there were stories being told, because not only do stories have the power to emotionally move someone, but they also have the ability to instill values in people, change the way they think, change the way that they go into their next action. And so that's something that's super powerful. He would only tell his apostles, the people really close to him, what he actually meant by the stories. But there's a reason that the biggest, mega pastors in the world and the biggest politicians are so influential. And it's because they're good storytellers. They leave it ambiguous. They allow the person that listened to the story to kind of predetermine what the story meant to them. And so there's a lot of different meanings, there's a lot of different ways to translate it, right? But that's the power behind a story. So the next time you actually go and speak to someone, instead of talking facts, tell them a story. Tell them about your trial and triumph. People love to hear that stuff. They love to hear about someone came out from, from the bottom, went to the top, right? The story of a hero. The story from someone who was nothing and made something great out of it, right? Just tell a story, and I guarantee you're going to be able to sell so much better by doing that alone. So check out my blog, paulavicoli.com, and we'll see you guys on the other side.